So this was the time I was paid 60,000 to write a book. So this is Alan Forrest Smith, the accidental copywriter, just sharing some stories and experiences with you to encourage you that if you want to become a copywriter, it's very possible. So I got asked a question from a client I'd done a few small jobs for, small copywriting jobs, sales letter, emails and a few other bits and pieces. And he said, Alan, can you write a book? And without even thinking about it, I just responded and said yes, although I'd never written a book before. But I did think to myself, well, I'm a writer, so if I'm a writer, I can write a book, surely. And I said, yeah, I can write a book. I said, what is the book? And he said, well, this book is just really about my company, and I can't actually tell you the name of this guy because his name is on the cover. He said, it's just a book about the company, about the adventures, about how we got started, how it's going, blah, blah, blah. And everything else we're doing, I just want to share it in a book. So I said, well, how big does this book have to be? And he told me the size he wanted, he would like, and he wanted it to look quite thick, and so on and so forth. So I accepted the first payment for this book, which was, I can't quite remember actually, I think he gave me 45,000 initially to begin and get this book going. We got started, wrote the first couple of chapters. He agreed with everything, loved what he was seeing, and he just left me to finish it. And I said, well, how long do you want me to spend on this? Sorry, when does this book have to be done? And he told me there's absolutely no rush, take as long as you want. And to be honest, I spent 6 months writing this book. I eventually finished the book, had it proofread and checked and everything else. And I sent it back to him and he had it printed off and he had his book. So why am I sharing that story with you? Because as a copywriter, there's lots of different avenues you can go into without realizing it. Almost accidental avenues you can go into. To harness your writing skills and to still make amazing amounts of cash. So this particular way was actually authoring a book. It was one of the very first books I ever wrote for a client. Well, first book I wrote for a client, that's for sure. And I got paid 60,000 for writing this book. So it was an amazing project. It was an amazing job. And quite frankly, the client was thrilled and so was I, that I had this unexpected windfall fall on my lap. And in the meantime, I spent 6 months writing this book. And I still spent time writing mine, working on my own projects in the meantime. So again, this is Alan, the accidental copywriter, just sharing some stories and experiences with you, just to let you know that if you want to become a copywriter, it's all there for you. It's all possible. My copywriting mentor program has been running now since 2004, a long time. It has a mad amount of amazing testimonials on the page. Go and check it out. Again, the links are below. I hope this little story is helping you and encouraging you. And this is Alan telling another story. Until the next time, I'll see you then.